If you do, you would realize that Boris Johnson resigned as a member of parliament. And he resigned because Parliament in the UK decided to investigate the former Prime Minister. And the reason why they are investigating the former Prime Minister is because they claim the former Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, lied to Parliament. So during the COVID-19 period, Boris Johnson, while he was Prime Minister, was said to have hosted a party when every other person was, was observing lockdown. He threw a party for him and his cabinet members. He was said to have broken the COVID-19 rules. Boris Johnson denied at the time, and when the vote of no confidence was done, he was able to overcome that. Like I said, he had committed, according to some people, he had committed a couple of offenses, one too many. But that's the story of Boris Johnson. And now, for whatever reason, Boris Johnson has now stepped down. He's calling the investigation a kangaroo court. I mean, sounds like what will happen in Nigeria, right? So let's now go to the United States, where you would remember once upon a time, President of the United States of America, his name is Donald Trump. Who doesn't know Trump? Donald Trump. Donald Trump is currently in court. He has been accused of taking home classified documents and showing some of these documents to people without authorization. As a matter of fact, he's facing 37 felony counts. He was in court recently and he pleaded not guilty. But that's not the only case Donald Trump is in court for. Some time ago, he was also in court, and I think he pleaded not guilty in that one as well. Donald Trump is still going to face a situation where he's been accused in court still again, where he's been accused of instigating the attack on the Capitol building in the United States of America. And I hear there are two other cases. I think one for harassment, and there are two other cases. However, these three individuals that I have mentioned were once big politicians, or can I still say are still big politicians in their country. Former Prime Minister, former President, former First Minister, big people in government once upon a time. And the law, I've not said they're guilty. The law process is still ongoing, but the law is able to investigate them. And this is not the only people around the world who have been former leaders and their country laws have caught up with them. In Asia, a couple of them have gone in for it, right? A couple of them have gone in for it. But let's travel. Let's come back. We've gone to Scotland. We've gone to, America. Let's come back. Let's come back to Nigeria. In 1999, Obasanjo became president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And by the time he was done, there were conversations about a $16 billion power contract, $16 billion power contract, right? That never yielded any result. As a matter of fact, in 2023, we still have our power grid collapsing too many times. Has it been called for questioning? Yet again, I've not said he's guilty. I can't say that. I'm not the court. But has he been called for questioning? Okay. Goodluck Jonathan became president once upon a time in Nigeria, as a matter of fact, in 2011, after doing 2 years before that, after the death of former president or late president Yaradua. After he was done in 2015, a couple of his ministers were taken in for interrogation and investigation. Was he ever called? Was he ever called? As a matter of fact, Punch newspaper, published on the 5th of November 2016, has the caption, "Corruption, 25 Jonathan's ex-ministers, aides under probe. Were all of them guilty? I can't say so. Were some of them guilty? Maybe so. Was he ever called for questioning? Nah, I don't think so. As a matter of fact, he's our representative when it comes to peacekeeping across Africa. There was also the CCTV scam. I'm trying to remember under whose administration that was. Were they called in for questioning? I doubt it. Will they be called in for questioning? Now, when you are a president or a governor, it is believed that the immunity clause does not allow, I don't think it does not allow investigation. I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think so. But at least it does not allow you to go face, the court, or allows you to being tossed around by security agents and all of that. But I do know that once you're done being president or being governor, you no longer have that immunity. And so I'm remembering situations like the exchange of dollars between a former governor and certain contractors. Sometime around 2019, 2020, if my memory serves me right. Also in River State, if we come home, there have been accusations and counter accusations. Hey, this person spent XYZ amount of money. Hey, this person spent XYZ amount of money. Why is nobody instituting some kind of investigation against these people? And I'm not even going to concentrate on River State alone. Let's go back to 29th May 2023, when some new governors were sworn into office. Some of them came and said, "Oh, the governor did not leave me this. The governor did not leave me that. The governor, hey, I met MTDs." Why is nobody investigating anybody? I know some would argue it's too early to say, but really, why? Immediately Trump left office, even though some would argue it's political, investigation started against some of the moves that he made as president. While you are still trying to digest what I just said, Nicola Sturgeon, like I said, resigned not too long ago. She stepped down as first minister in Scotland not too long ago. Does it really have to take that much time before you start investigations? Or is it a silent way of saying, "I see you, you don't do your own, I go soon do my own"? All right, I'm going to open the phone lines. Are we ever going to get to the point where we can strengthen our institutions so that our institutions can begin to hold the people who continually drag us back accountable for their actions? We copy everything. Constitution, democracy. Even though we didn't copy the federalism well. But we copy everything. Even the democracy, I think we didn't copy it well. But once again, we copy everything. Now we've got student loans. Oh, I remember the COVID-19 time. If America and UK say lock borders, we'll lock border. If America and UK say, I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying what I observed. If they say open borders, we open borders. If America and UK say wear face mask, we wear face mask. That was basically what we were doing, waiting for the rest of the world to give directives, and then we give our own. Because I'm of the opinion, if we had shut the borders way earlier than we did, maybe we would not have been as grounded as we were when COVID-19 hit us hard. We copy everything. I mean, basically everything. So why are we not copying how the law catches up with strong politicians, or how the law catches up with people who have faulted the law? But what do I know? I'm going to open the phone lines, but I've got commercial break in about 3 minutes, so I probably will just wait a little bit and maybe just start reading out the numbers for you to call: 0817-923-0002, and the other one 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. My goodness, do we have institutions that can investigate past leaders in Nigeria? Or better still, maybe I should start with this question, because I usually have multiple questions. Should we investigate? Do you think? Because, sometimes these guys have people who are for and against them. So what side are you on? Do you think we should investigate the past leaders? Because I was able to see the 80s. God blessed me with life then. I lived through the 90s. Then came the millennia. Is that what they call it? I think that's what they call it. And then 2010, 2020, and now we are 3 years into the 2020s. And the problems that have been there are still here. Epileptic power supply, poor primary health conditions, education in tatters. Should I continue? Refinery is not working. Of course, we know that already. Ajokuta Steel Factory, still where it is. Should I continue? We used to have Michelin and the likes. They're not in Nigeria anymore. So the problems are still the same. So what have these past leaders been doing? Don't you think that we should investigate them? And I'm not talking about at the federal level alone. States, local governments, all of them. But do we have the kind of institutions that would do that? Remember, I'll take your calls after this commercial break. talk for development. Remember, you can send your WhatsApp messages to the number 0809 030 6416. We're live on Facebook. Nigerian for PH is where you would get to watch us live. Drop your comments in the comment section. And also active on Twitter, Nigerian for PH, and live on YouTube, Nigerian for PH. I've got Robin, and he's calling from HA. Robin, greetings to you. Good evening.
Yes, I greet you, my brother.
Yeah, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
You see, the chronicles of those names you mentioned, from Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, and all the rest. Do you also know that even the former president of Brazil has already been sentenced?
Bolsonaro.
The man who was forced out of office in 1992 couldn't complete his tenure.
Oh, okay. That one.
As regards of bribe, as regards brass petrol.
Oh, okay.
Good and fine. You see, I am not saying that these people must be investigated or they must go to jail, but we have a problem. Kalada, let me tell you something. Do you know that the former military head of state, Babangida, made a comment a day before June 12th? What did he say? He said Nigerian politicians have never learned any lesson of what led to the June 12th annulment of that election. That's exactly what is going on. How can people be collecting money? If we say steal it, look at it, we are alleged. Collecting money that belongs to you and I, and we know them. Every day, from the top down, every day, they're stealing our money. No light, no this, no that. And we, the people, are clapping hands for them. Why? What a society.
All right.
Now look at the confession of Senator Bukatwa. Look at what Ndume said. That he should not be held accountable if Akpabio did not deliver. It's our leader. I am praying that our people, we should be wise enough so that we should tell them to their face when they are airing. They are stealing our money too much now.
All right, then. Thank you, Robin. Robin just reminded me. He was in my prep notes when I was preparing for the show. He just reminded me of 1993. A lot of people say, "Oh, things happened there. The military did not handle the situation properly, and that's what led to the annulment." Should we not also investigate those people? I mean, maybe the military, has its mechanism in terms of investigating maybe present or previous officers of the force, but should we not investigate them, whichever way you look at it? Taxpayers' money, is what we use to sponsor these people. Anyways, if Boris Johnson can resign from Parliament because of such a thing would put a taint on his his history, his resume, then why can't we do it in Nigeria? I mean, we copy everything, so why can't we copy that? Muriel is calling from Okrika. Muriel, good evening to you. Welcome on the show. Let's talk.
Good evening, Calaba. Muriel, the Africa woman.
Yeah, welcome.
You see, Calaba, you didn't mention China when you were mentioning countries.
I mentioned Asia. Asia. So it covers all of that.
Yes. In China, corrupt politicians face death sentence.
Okay.
Now, Calaba, I've heard of a prime minister that resigned because of failed policies. Now, this is the kind of institutions that other countries that are sharpening, that are making other countries so. Now, Kalama, bring it to Nigeria. Our institutions are weak because it is the president that appoints the head of these institutions.
But it's similar. Sorry.
Military chief, the head of the military, cannot, if the president will not appoint him, he should just be allowed to rise as a civil servant from the ranks, from the first level to the highest. It can change his loyalty as the way he's loyal to the president when he's not appointed.
Muriel, there are people. There are what do you call it now? In other countries, the president also appoints these other people. As a matter of fact, do you know it's the president who appoints the judge? Who appoints a judge at the federal level in America? So
it's because there are also institutions that are waiting to indict even those officers that the president appoints. Look, the institutions, all of them are working support to practice corruption because you are appointed to favor your principal. There are institutions that will entice you, that are waiting for you, that are following you bumper to bumper. Now, Canada, when it comes to the EFCC, how can the EFCC be independent and be independent of the president when the president appoints him?
But it's the same thing. No.
That are supposed to be independent.
But when you say independent, Muriel, let's have a conversation. I've just told you the FBI is also, because these people cannot be appointed from thin air. They have to be appointed by government. So government still appoints the leader of the FBI. But who started investigating the former president? FBI is one of those agencies. So just calm down. See, it's not about the appointment. It's about structure. It's about system.
However, Nigeria is a very peculiar nation.
Okay, then. Oh, sorry. I was having a great conversation with you, but I've got to go to Promise now. Oh, I missed the one with Promise as well. Odima from Iwafe, welcome.
Kalada, good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you. Welcome. Let's talk. What's on your mind?
Yeah, Kalada, the people you mentioned, the people in United Kingdom, in America, in Asia, and those of us here in Africa and Nigeria, there's no basis for comparison.
Oh, really?
But for them there, if you ask me, they are godly people. People that they are godly. Here we are just God conscious. For you to become anything in Nigeria, it's not by qualification.
Okay.
It's where you belong to. A gang you belong to. So through your gang, because who is going to make the institutions strong? Who? The person that the institution is going to fight against. It's not possible. If I know that the institution is going to fight against me because I know my hands are not clean, I cannot allow the institutions to be strong. And I have because I'm the person they have of affairs. So the people that has been leading Nigeria from 1960 to death, they come to power through one gang, but I don't want to mention fraternity. So, and we know how they get to power and all the rest. It's not by qualification. So,
and you think they don't
people
have
that are ruling us in Nigeria, they are not even our second level. They are our 11th level. What do you expect to get from those kind of people?
Okay.
So I'm not surprised whatever you say. So and it will continue like
all right
until if we are ready.
All right.
All of us, when we are ready to change the situation. But if we are not ready to change the situation, it will continue like this.
All right.
Nothing will change.
All right. Thank you very much, Odima. Hector is calling from Rumukuta. Hector, greetings to you. What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
Good evening.
Yeah, evening. Yeah, evening.
Good evening, Nigerians. Strong vision and strong men. I think over here in the world, we elogize, we praise strong men. They are our champions, you know. They are our champions. They are our voice.
Okay.
Today, former governors are still living like serving governors. Former ministers are still living like serving ministers. You see, even it is on this platform, Nigeria Info, you also see sometimes. Sometimes arguments and counter-arguments. Some persons call they sing praises. Some call to criticize.
Hector, can you hear me?
Before you try to investigate, they will use court injunction to stop you from investigating them. They use court injunction to stop even EFCC, ICTC from investigating them.
Hector, can you hear me?
Strong men we have.
Hector. Oh, yes. My goodness, the connection is poor. Now, these things you have reeled out, it might come as a shock to you, but it happens in these other countries that I've mentioned. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump went to court to also seek an injunction to stop the FBI from investigating him. There are people in the UK currently arguing about whether Boris Johnson has been witch hunted or not. There are people tuned to a London radio station now, and you listen, you hear that. If you have friends in London, ask them. They'll tell you.
I do follow up foreign and
all right
stations.
All right.
You make mention of Donald Trump seeking injunction to stop the FBI. The court gave him his prayer, granting his prayer.
Okay.
Not like here now. Yeah, even the judges are even scared. They are scared because they want to be promoted. They are scared because they don't want any group of persons to come and indict them. If he tries to prosecute any person, he will see today protest. Some persons will carry out a protest that you want this man, you want this woman to be investigated. Tomorrow, another group will counter protest to Nigeria.
All right.
First, we go to the China.
Hector, I've got to let you go now. Thank you very much for your time. I've got good luck from Anthony. Good luck. Greetings to you.
Good evening, Kalada.
Yeah, good evening to you. What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
Okay. Concerning your question, if we really have these institutions to investigate the activities of our past president
and governors,
yeah, we have. But the problem there is who do the investigation. We know that for sure judges are being appointed by the president and the rest of them there. But Nigeria's case is different compared to that of the foreign nation like the UK, the America, and the rest of them. You know, all of them are corrupt. So who is going to investigate you? You want to investigate me when I know you? You know, if you know you're lying, and you know that your fellow equally lies, the both of you cannot call each other a liar because you already know the two of you can lie. So that is just the problem. All of them are corrupt. Some of them who does not even think they will get to the position of becoming a judge in this country, but because of party something, they have been appointed. They will not want to fight against someone who brought them to the very position they never dream of becoming, or they don't even think they will become. So it's just party issue is the problem of Nigeria, and I don't know how long this will continue.
All right, then.
I don't know if these judges should be giving these positions elections so that let them be independent. Because this issue of appointing this, the president appoint everything. I don't think it will help the problem.
All right. Thank you very much. Good luck. Good luck. I've got to let you go now. I've got Ima, and he's calling. Oh, I missed that one. I'm sorry about that, Ima. Let's go to Facebook. We're live, remember. At D Live, Okio Sisi says, no, what we have is a political weak institution. All right. Or what we have are political weak institutions. Ala Birima Miaza says, capital no. That's that for Facebook. Let's get to, oh my goodness, so many messages on WhatsApp. Our problem is tribalism, religion, and corruption. Almost every Nigerian is greedy and corrupt. It's not only the politicians. The politicians are elected from the masses. The problem is not the politicians only. All right. I've got Letambari calling from Boris. Letambari, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yes, let me look at this issue. I think the problem Nigeria has is our foundation. Our foundation is faulty because you cannot appoint people into a place where has already been corrupt and you expect that the people that are coming in will do a good work.
Okay.
Because the people that are already at the background at that ministry, will also tell you that this is the way things are done. Even when you try to maintain, try to be on the slate, the system will corrupt you. But since you will not like to hear what I would like to tell you as a solution to Nigeria, Kala, can we imitate Ghana?
No, don't even go there.
For we to get it right?
Don't even go there. Violence, I always tell you, violence is never the answer.
And you're saying
let them bury.
Should be corrected. How can it be corrected? It will continue like this.
Let them bury. Let me ask you a question. Are you saying with the much professors that we have and the much doctorate degree holders that we have and the plethora of master degree holders in Nigeria, with the level of human capacity that we have, we cannot get rid of these people except we go through violence? Is that what you are telling me in 2023?
Kala, let me tell you, we have already been engulfed with this mentality, this political mentality of not being very straightforward, being hanky-panky. You know, that thing as you're going there, your parents are already telling you somebody was there, he made a lot of money, he built social mansions. When you get there, you're looking at not minding your educational background. You're looking at how to elevate your family, how to be the richest. So that mentality has not been changed.
All right.
When that foundation is cleared, then fresh people that are coming in will have to be careful. Something happened to this person. I think I need to be careful so that I will not be also an exemplary to people. You know, that caution will have to be in you, and you will have to maintain and see how you can be on the front line. If these are not done, Kala, we are wasting our time.
All right, thank you very much, Letambari. I've got Obed from Ada George. Obed, greetings to you. Good evening. What is on your mind?
Canada.
What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
Yes, Canada, good evening.
I'm listening.
Canada, I think it's all about the institution. Our institutions are not very strong. That's what I'm saying. I think institution has to be made very strong. You understand? Before we can be able to actualize contribution of the past leaders. Canada, Richard Sunak, the current UK Prime Minister, you know, he was fine for not putting on his bed. I don't know if you are aware.
Under Boris Johnson's time in office.
Yes. No, not currently. When he became Prime Minister.
Oh, okay.
He was fine.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because he didn't put on his bed. So these are, you know, when you are reading out all the things, I was having like I had deep thoughts. I think when it's Nigeria, it will be like this. You understand? So it's not that we cannot do it, but the institution. You were talking about Trump. You know, Donald Trump even trying to persuade the Attorney General. The man resisted.
Yeah.
He was not appointed him.
Yeah.
But he resisted. Yes, to frustrate the FBI to stop them. But he resisted. He insists. You understand that look, the right thing must be done. So we need a strong institution. Canada, we have another problem. The follow-up is the other problem we have in Nigeria.
Okay.
You understand? I know you make mention of people there raising their dissenting voices if it was a political win fund. But we have never seen anybody carry placard going to protest, leave our son alone.
No. Actually, Obed, you're wrong. So when Donald Trump went to court yesterday or the day before, I think it was the day before, a couple of days ago, I can't remember now. There were two groups, just like we would have in front of INEC office. The only difference is there was nobody chanting in, you know what I'm talking about. But there were two groups, one for and one against.
Okay. But that is Canada. Then another thing, Canada. You know that the other problem we have is this religious fanaticism.
Okay.
That's another problem.
Okay.
Anyone who knows that you need to answer to a particular offense, they will begin to sing religious songs.
All right.
And the people who are vulnerable in mind, they start acting in that manner. So these are the problems that we have on
all right, Obed, I've got to go now.
We must have a strong institution.
All right, Thank you very much for your time. This one says, good evening, Canada. I feel we should not be in a hurry to go the way of investigating our past presidents now because of the peculiarities of our society. The prevalence of weak institutions, mass illiteracy, poverty, tribal and religious sentiments, etc., make it almost impossible to prosecute any past leader now without crisis and arrest. Looking at some African countries that have attempted such, most of them end up in war and crisis. Example, Senegal. We are gradually maturing and will get there sooner than later when we have stronger institutions and more educated citizens. Thank you, Influence, for Port Harcourt. But Influence, when Emefiele was arrested, even his tribesmen were shouting, thank God, though. Hey. This one says, Canada, do you know that Nigeria, the more you get rank in secret court, the easier it is for your appointment. And many a times we do cover the crime by this word, allegedly, even when it is obvious that such persons committed a crime. Chris Onyewenyi. Chris, you're innocent until proven guilty. This one says, good evening, Canada. It is not only a Nigerian thing. It is it's Africa as a whole. Our institution is corrupt and we have corrupt politicians handling these institutions. Imagine a man is indicted for crime, next thing he goes to court to get an injunction. Canada, the judiciary and the police are institutions that should have helped out, but they help promote corruption. Joshua Ubong from Transamadi. And this one says, "Aye, Kalada, when former UK Prime Minister said Nigeria is fantastically corrupt, we all castigated him." See, Kalada, all these former ministers, governors that have corrupt cases should be arrested and prosecuted. Enough of all this stealing. Abba, your mic with that one. A good country is one that carries out investigation on its past leaders. You say we have institutions set up for this, like the ICPC, FCC, etc., but they are more corrupt than the people they're investigating. Ezekiel Isaiah. That's too much I can take. There's an announcement coming up. Listen, should I say, and be blessed.